Hello, welcome to the Crafting Coop. I'm Reesa, and I'm here for a second craft today in the same event. And I'm so glad that you're going to be joining me. I really appreciate it. I am with the Crafting Coop, the nesting box, and can't forget our people on our YouTube channel that are watching too. Thank you so, so much. Okay, so this is what I did this morning. If you missed it, I put this real pretty bunny from the Nesting Box Designs in this frame, and it is super duper cute, and I'm so excited because it is adorable. So let me get shared in. Here I am. And let's send me to the group. Let me see if there's anybody else. Anywhere else. There we go. Okay, I think that's it. Hello, Sheila. Isn't it cute? It is cute, huh? It's super cute. Hey, Chris. Come on in. Isn't it cute? It's adorable. This is what I did this morning in this same event. We had someone that couldn't do their time. And so this is an event honoring the nesting box. And so I'm here again. I am here again. So I appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. Let me see. I don't see Carrie, so let me go over here. 1 second. And then let me go over here. Here, everywhere. And put this in here. Nope, no message with this one. I am live again in the same event. Okay. Oh, I spelled that right. All right. Okay. Well, I messed that up. Oh, hold on. And let me unsend that piece. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go over to back to where you guys are. Hello, Christina. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Sybil. Sybil, girl, you cannot wait till you see my craft, my thing. Oh my gosh. Thank you for sprinkling me out. You're amazing. Hey, Camille, how are you? Oh, you're okay, Carrie. I finished it out. You see, because we're on the same page. The Christian thing, loving Jesus. Where do you see it? I've been working on it for a really long time. And finally got it done. I'm really not good with, when I'm making these crafts, these are graphics. I've never really been good with human hair. I just kind of have to wing it. And I've never really been good with some animals' faces. Hey, Ralph. Okay, that's good. You drive. Some animals' faces. And I'm not good with sheep and lambs, but I did it. I used it anyway. I did what I could do. And so let's get started, because I cannot wait for you to see, all of you to see. My back camera, for you to see what print I am using. And I am going to, I have one extra, and I don't know if that means Carrie got an extra too, but Julie sent me an extra in my original thing of this, probably not realizing I was going to turn around and buy another $200 worth of stuff. But I okay. I am going to use it because I don't know, and I really need to, I want to put something, I want to put my craft down in it, if that makes sense. And so I'm going to stain it since it's real wood. And I'm just going to, you know, do a little bit here and there like this. And then I'm going to rub it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'll get these corners with the brush and other spots and stuff. But as soon as Julie and I got off, there was someone that was going to go in Julie's spot today, but they wound up not being able to go after all, after this morning, Julie going with me. And Julie had to run some errands. And so I said, it's okay. I'll just do it. I'll go live. It's fine. And, cause I don't mind. It's a nesting box, right? I love to talk about it. By the way, Sybil, you did an amazing job. I have to give you like an award for talking about the nesting box the way you did. You don't even know. You've never even been in it. I mean, literally, you don't know. And you, golly, yeah, you really rang it in. You really, really, really did it. And I know a couple other people today that know a lot about it, and it's really, really close to their heart. Kat being one of them. Hi. Hey, Kat. Kat's one of my good friends. She lives here in California, and we met one time in Disney. And because we go to Disneyland, my family goes to Disneyland a lot. And we have season passes. And so when my daughter can take off, she's the therapist. Sybil doesn't know all the ins and outs of my life, but my daughter is a therapist for children in trauma crimes, trauma situations, stuff like that. And so she works with children. And during her daytime job, she is an associate therapist, which means she's still working on the other half of her hours to become a advanced therapist. And so for them to do that, they have to, and it's really hard too, because my daughter is a very good Christian. My son-in-law plays on the worship team, you know, all those things. and we, um, you know, my grandson goes to a Christian school, and all of those things. And so we are really, you know, church going, all that. And so when she has time, we get to go. But I just have to give you an award for something that's never been in the nesting box. You knocked it out of the park, girl. And that's why you had people join. So that's the thing about it, is if you don't talk about it almost the whole time, because people come and go in the live, you know, they do. They really, really do. They come and they go. They're not, it's not just because, you know, you talked about it in the beginning doesn't mean. Now, Lynn, I mean, everybody's done great. Don't get me wrong. But she really, really talked about it a lot. And that was, Sybil did. And that was amazing. Because, you know, there'll be other people that join under other people's lives too. There always is. They always do. And Lyndall, she pronounces it Lyndall, by the way, Lyndall. She is amazing too. She loves the nesting box and she loves the cause. And Christina too. Christina's in there. And Kathy with CC Redesigns, she just joined. So everybody's done really, really good, but I just didn't expect Sybil to talk about it as much as she did, which was really good because that's how I like to talk about it. And she just did a really good, you know, she just really knocked it out of the park. I was just like, wow. And she knocked it out. She talked about it so much that everybody that came into her live obviously heard her. And I don't know when this person was in your live because I never saw her name, but she did come in. I didn't see her in anybody's live, so I'm sure that she was just one of the quiet ones that was, you know, there and we didn't know. So I really appreciate everybody doing it. I really appreciate every single person. You know, not that no one did it worse than anybody else. Everybody did it in their own way, in their own style, and everybody did a really good job. And everybody will get people to join probably because they usually think about it for a little while. They usually don't join right away. And there is a spot where you can list if you heard it from someone. And normally people do that. And so that is good, you know, and that way we can kind of see, you know, how much, you know, how many people join from this. And that makes it good. So, but I appreciate it, all of you. And, you know, I do. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you, you know, being in it and all of that. So I really, really do. So now let's talk about the nesting box. The nesting box is a ministry in a church that, and no one's going to hit you up for God. It's not, that's not what it is. It is where we build with all of the money that comes in, clean drinking water wells for the 2.2 million people in America that do not have clean drinking water. 2.2. Can you believe that? Yes, we are. We're all strong together as a whole event and as friends and as everything. I mean, we have to do it all. We all have to do it to get enough people in there, you know, to hear about it so fastly in one day. So that's why these events are really good. I'm trying to look for a paper towel right in front of me. These events are really good because I've had people do these events or come to the event and join 30 days later. So, hey, Lisa. Now, you know, I know that Lisa's in it. Ralph is in it. Lisa Mary's in it. Vicky is not, and Lisa is not. Lisa Ferguson is not, and Kat is in it, and you know, and a whole bunch of others. So yes, it takes all of us. I got to the point one time where I said I really wanted people that were in the nesting box to do the events, only because there was some time we did an event one time, and I guess I don't know if I didn't explain it well or what, but it was a nightmare, and people just didn't know anything about. They didn't do their research, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I gave them all the info and everything, but I don't know. It was just, I was like, oh no, is it because it's so many people that aren't in the nesting box, so they don't understand what it is because they've never been in there, you know? And sometimes, yes, Amy's in it. Sometimes it's hard when you've never experienced it, you know? It's hard when you've never experienced it. But for someone that has never been in the nesting box, you knocked it out of the park, Sybil. You really did. I was like, wow. And so I appreciate it so very much. But the nesting box is a ministry where we take a subscription donation for $10 a month. And in that $10, I'm a volunteer, Carrie's a volunteer, Ralph's a volunteer. We're all volunteers, okay? In that, all those $10 a month, we pull them together and we all put it towards paying off loans for people that are low income. I just opened that and now I'm going to have a big mess here in a minute. People with low income that, you know, have issues paying for the loan. And there's a big thing where you have to basically be low income, not live where there's city water. You must live out and about where there is no city water. Look what I did. Too much. And with that, then you know, 2.2 million people. I mean, we could never pay for 2.2 million people, but every little person we do pay for gets clean water. And that water is very important for people to have because, you know, like Sybil was saying, like how, and the others, Lyndall said it too. She said it quite a few times. Like, what would you do without water? You know, it's hard. You don't realize it. And they both gave examples. Like her mom was without water the other day, and Lyndall's was without water one time, and she flushed the toilet by mistake, so they could never go back in there again. You know, so yes, every single family matters. Absolutely, every single family matters. And if you don't ever even use, yes, Lisa Mary, I said Lisa Mary's in it. Every single person matters. And if you do not use the prints, oh, I should dry this. If you don't use the prints, that don't hurt my feelings at all. What I'm here for, hey, Carol, what I'm here for is for people to be thoughtful and it in their hearts that they want to help people with clean water. And so, you know, like I said, it doesn't matter to me. if you don't ever use a single printable or ever even go into the library, it's all about helping people with clean water. That's what it's about. And I really appreciate every last person that's in there, every last person that uses printables, every last person that pays monthly, because those people that we pay off their loans that are going to have to pay for that loan for, you know, 30 years is very appreciative too. I know, because I have been on the phone with them when I tell them I paid off their loan, and they just break down and cry like babies. And they're just like, no, no, really? Are you really? No, no, quit joking with me. Quit playing. I'm like, no, we're not playing. We really did pay your loan off. It's already paid. You don't owe another single penny. Your water is free from now on. And they were just like, oh my gosh. You know, they just were like, wow. And so it means a lot to these people. And Ralph's right. It takes a village. It does. It takes a village to do this. We all have to come together to help these people. And we're late this year paying it because the girl that helps me is out of town. And so has been out of town. She was on vacation. So we're hoping to get it wrapped up this week. And then I'll be able to tell you who all we paid, what, or not who, but how much we paid and how much it's affecting people and how these people reacted by it and all of that. But in the process, if you do it for the printables, which is fine too, okay, you get real printables that like Sybil said, she's a real graphic artist. She makes these herself. And sometimes it's you know, very time consuming to make things. I do have a large stash of stuff, and sometimes I can just get that. And you know, I like to make something all cohesive. You know, you want to pay for the year, you can. It's on the page. It has a year on there. You just pay for the whole year. It's real. It's you know, it's all comes together. And if you do and you want to be in there and you want to use the prints, that's awesome. But like I said, I like for it to all come together cohesively, that I'm making that print. And sometimes when I'm doing it in bits and pieces and stuff here and there, it doesn't always come out the way I want it, if that makes sense. But here is this afternoon's print. And it is so cool. Ta-da! It is the shepherd and his flock. The shepherd and his flock. I'm like so excited. It's like they're running to him, because that's what Jesus does for us. He is our shepherd. He takes care of us. He heals us. He provides for us. We have relationships with him. That's what it's about. This right here. And so, do I turn? Yeah. And so I just really love that. Hold on, make sure I got that on there right. Okay. Yeah, and then gorgeous. It's so pretty. I'm just like, and it may not be pretty to everybody, and that's fine. And everybody has their own beliefs. And I don't knock anybody for whatever they believe and whatever they, no, when I went to Bible college, I've been in church my whole life. I went to Christian schools, just like my grandson goes to the Christian school here. And I'm from the South, born and raised. And I moved out here in 1999. And I was a wedding photographer. And that's how I learned my graphic arts, because I was designing wedding albums. And I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And it became almost like I was obsessed with it. And I've never been to school for it. I've never been to school for photography, but I was ranked number 3 in Northern California for wedding photography, well, all photography, but I mainly did weddings. And I woke up one day, November the 4th, 2009, and I had lower leg pain. And when I did, it was unbearable. And I went to the emergency room, and they said that I had a spinal cord injury and I needed to have spine surgery. And stupid me, who didn't want, I wanted a second opinion, did not go that night and get that surgery. I waited, and 4 months later, I had made myself worse. And now I'm disabled and I have no feeling in my fingertips, not a lot in my legs, feet, everywhere. And it is not from like neuropathy. It's not diabetes. It is completely from having a spinal cord injury. They took out 3 ribs that they felt like was what was the problem and threw them in the trash can. And then, I began to just figure out what I was going to do. And I first volunteered at Life Church in Oklahoma on the Bible app, YouVersion, Bible.com. And I was the one that was over all of the support team. And I trained them, and I hope this is not too loud. I'm really sorry if it is. I trained those people, and I did that for like 4 years, and I loved it. But I got sick again with my gallbladder and my liver and all kinds of stuff, and I had to stop. And it was another year before I was well enough to really do anything. And at that point, I had been sitting in bed doing Bible journaling, doing art and in my Bible. And that was when I started the Bible journaling group, and God called me into ministry, and I went to Bible college. And the rest is history. And it's just been amazing. But I did learn in Bible college. Yeah, I loved it. But yeah, it's just amazing, isn't it? It's amazing, and it's grown so much since I was with them. Oh my gosh, they had just really started it, I think. Maybe not quite, but it was still, But the thing of it is that when I went to Bible college, which is how I started on all this, I learned that, Jesus gives you a choice. You don't have to believe in him. You don't have to love him. You don't have to follow him at all, because he doesn't want you to do that if you don't want to, and that your whole heart is in it. And so it dawned on me one day. I was like, yeah, it's everybody's own choice on what they do. And, why am I, worried about cramming it down someone's throat, trying to, do whatever. Now, are we supposed to spread the good news? Yes. And, we do. But it does say that he gives you a choice. And I realized that, hey, that means a lot. But, oh, thank you, Lisa. I really do appreciate that. I'm talking about the Bible.com, the Bible app with the little brown Bible. The symbol is little brown Bible. You can get it on your phone. It's from YouVersion, which is the Life Church in Oklahoma. So, certainly I invite people to church, and certainly I do all that because we are supposed to spread the good news. But, listen to what Jesus says too, right? Yeah, He does. He loves you no matter what. But he's not going to force you to do something, you know? He's just not. And I didn't realize that forever, because I grew up in the 70s when they had us going door to door to door to door to door to door, knocking on doors and just like, here, you're going to go to hell and die if you don't, you know, and that's not the way it is. Yeah, we lead by our example, and you shine bright to your friends. And yes, right, exactly. Exactly. She just said it. She said it perfectly. And so, yeah. So I took some time off of Bible journaling to get this ministry started. Takes a lot to get one started and do. And I think I whittled it too far that way. Dang it. No, it's down, but it'll be okay. Anyway, so again, the nesting box is a ministry where what did I do with that little piece of, oh man, I cut off that piece of, I don't know what I did with it. All right, well, let me just cut a new piece. It's a ministry where we build clean drinking water wells for people in need. It's mostly elderly people, I've been told, but there are some that are young, but just, you know, single moms, stuff like that, living in a mobile home way out in the country, and because that's all she could afford, and doesn't have a dad that gives her child support. And she works all the time, and she just has a hard time making ends meet. And so it's people like that. And I know that there was one that hey Amy, hey Catherine, how are you? No, you're right. Thank you. You are exactly right. Just like the only thing that is perfect is Jesus, right? So anyway, it's only $10 a month. There is nowhere you can give a donation for only $10 a month and make this big of an impact on people. When we pay for their loans because they can't afford the $5, $10, $15 a month to pay that loan to have their water, because they don't make enough money. I mean, they just don't. Especially the seniors. And that's one of the reasons I'm so glad that they're finding more money to hopefully help seniors. I mean, I hope so. Hope that's what I get out of it, that's what they're going to want to do with some of it. So that would be amazing. And I'm on Social Security, but you know, I don't really need it. Because if I really needed it, you know, I could sell printables. But I live in the in-law quarters of my daughter and son-in-law's home, and they are very gracious to me, and my daughter just refuses for me to live anywhere else because I am a fall risk. And you know, she's just a good kid. So, and I have a great son-in-law. And so golly, I cannot get this thick open. I can't get it open. So yeah. So it's $10 a month, and every single penny, except for a few bills we pay, like our website, stuff like that. You know, I have to have sometimes, you know, upgrades on Photoshop and Illustrator and stuff like that that I use, but it doesn't cost a lot. And so, you know, the majority of it, over 90%, let's just say that, goes to build clean drinking water wells, to pay these loans off. And in return, you get my printable library that has almost 5,000 prints. And I did those 5,000 prints in 2 years. So I love sharing them with people, and I love seeing the crafts they make with them. But like I said, it's really not about the prints as much as it is about helping people. Yep. It's just not about, it's helping people is what's important. Yeah. It's the most, yeah, that's what's important, is helping people. So, I love the printables and I love making them, and it gives me something to do because I'm bored all the time. Now I'm not bored all the time because I'm working all the time on printables, but I just wish that, you know, we could help more. I wish there was more people in there. I mean, we have hundreds of people in there, but still, it's, I just wish there was more. The more we get, the more we can, you know, and I'm thinking about taking some of my own money and running an ad on Facebook for to talk about the wells, to talk about paying it. Because yeah, that really is the point of it, right? The wells. So yes, so thank you, Sybil, so much for doing that. So if you are interested, Sybil has put up, wait, did it come? Yes, right up there at the top. It's the link on the website. It has the link in the pinned comment and also in the comment up above, where she has asked chatbot to do it. And ow, that was hot, touched it. You can just go and read all about it. There's a link there, and you can just scroll down through the prints and stuff and read about it. And there's a place to sign up, and it is just a reoccurring payment. And yeah, there's a yearly and there's a monthly. And, you know, we just hope that everyone, and, you know, I realize that it's really, really hard to teach, sorry, there's a jar, to teach people about it when you've never been in there. But Sybil has seen me work here over the last, I don't know what, 2 weeks, I think, Sybil, or so. And so she's seen my work. And, but like she said, too, it's really about, you know, she said that it's really about helping people. So I hope that we get some more. And I really appreciate everybody that's been here, everybody that's done it, everybody that's watched, everybody that's joined, and everybody that's been in the event, the presenters. I have given where I have felt there was need. Free rent, property I own. Now I'm selling, and I'm the bad one. Oh, that's too bad. That really is too bad, Catherine. That people, you know. Okay, Devonna, I will, Do you want me to send you the link and you can just redo it again? Your card. I can send you the link and you can redo it. Because you know, and I think you're still in there, aren't you? I thought you were. Okay. I'll send it to you. Sure. I will send it to you and then you can take care of it. Hey Elizabeth, you're back. Yay. But yeah, I it's really hard these days to get people to join because of AI. So that's why I'm thinking I'm going to go. It was easier when there was no AI, which, you know, you can't help someone for doing something for free, right? But at the same time, I'm going to save that for the top. At the same time, I do think we should, I've ran an ad before it was AI, and for the nesting box. And now I just really feel like it's time to focus on, the water. So if I could get my grandson to memorize, I'd let him do a video because he's really good at that. But he's only 10. And I just don't know if people would listen because he's a kid or what. But usually when he does videos, people do kind of pay attention. But I just got to figure out what to do. It's, we just need to do something. Because a lot of people join because of the printables. And I really wish people would a lot of people didn't. A lot of people joined because of, the wells. But some, also, though, about just the same joined because of printables. And now, you can get them for free. So big difference. So I'll figure it out. I help a lot for looking for a print, saving time. I feel good that I helped the ones I did. I'm sorry it was not enough for them. People thought I was crazy for doing what I did. But if I could afford, why wouldn't? We all struggle in one way or another. That's right. Whether it's health, whether it's money, whether it's friendships, whether it's not having family. I mean, there's all kinds of ways we struggle, Colleen, what happened here? Jar fall. I'm just kicking it. Yeah, so I'm not sure I'm going to use this. I think I'm good. I think I'll do this. So yeah. By the way, Sybil, I thought your bow maker was really cute. My first Bodabra was a gift. And then I bought someone's one. And why am I doing this? I'm like lost. I'm losing my mind here. And then I bought when they came into Hobby Lobby and they ran them on sale for like $11, I bought another one just for backup. Because I hate to bother my son-in-law for things. I try real hard not to, because he's in the military, and if you know anything about when someone joins the military, they go to MEPS, and the person that puts them in and writes their contract is called the GC, and the guidance counselor. And he's been at headquarters for a long time. Then they said, you got to go to somewhere else. So he did recruiting for a long time. Then he went back to headquarters for 4 years and like, you got to do something else. And so they said, let's you be the GC because you know it all anyway. So, hey girl, hey Lenora, how are you? I think she'd already convinced herself to join, to be honest, or did she? She said, I feel good that I did help. Oh, she was replying. There was someone the other day, was that you, Sybil, on my live that said they wanted to join? Someone said they wanted to join. I wasn't sure. I tell you what would be really cool. And Sybil, you might agree, I don't know. But it would be really cool if I could go to churches and spread this word about water and wells and all that. Because that would be amazing. And, you know, just congregation people, in other words, is what I'm saying. Not necessarily the church, but congregation people. And women's ministries. There you go. Women's ministries, right? Oh, the journal book too. Yeah. Yeah, you should join that. That's going to be fun. I made books for forever. I did it so much I got bored with it. I mean, I literally had to quit. It was just too much. It was too much. I finally was like, I gotta stop. I gotta stop and take a break. I just gotta stop. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? That's right. All women's ministries. But you know what that means? That means traveling to different places, different churches. And I am not allowed to travel on an airplane because I'm in there usually too long and my back, you know, can't handle it. My nerves, the nerve damage can't handle it. So they said no more. Okay, so let's do some hand lettering. If I can kind of show you guys a little bit because I got a little bit of time left. Here, there's some right down here. I was going to walk over there and grab cardstock, but I remember I have some right here. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. So I'll just give you like a really brief rundown. When you're doing hand lettering, you would always start, in my opinion, with this to learn how. I did that and then I upgraded to this. And then now, of course, I can write with any hand lettering pen. I was hoping this was the, there's a black over there. Let me grab it. I Um, so when you start with hand lettering is all drawing of letters. So it doesn't matter at all. Thank you, Amy. It doesn't matter at all. Not a single bit. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Fred and Amy. Thank you so much for that. I see you, but both Amy's left something. So this has nothing to do with how you write. Okay. It has nothing to do with how you write. It's a drawing the letters. And when you do hand lettering, see how big this, look how big that nub is. And it's very flexible. So see how I'm shaking a little bit since I stopped taking that medicine? So basically, your upstrokes are thin and your downstrokes are thick. So you're going to apply pressure to this pen going up, and you're going to apply, wait, I did that wrong. Totally did that wrong. Not even thinking. You're going to apply light pressure going up and heavy pressure coming down. And same as like over here. Okay. This is a little bitty nib. You see that? But it's flexible to be able to press it down. So if I'm going to come down thick, I'm going to let up and I'm going to go thin, which is very hard to learn. I will say it's pretty hard. Oops. I just did that backwards. Hold on. There we go. It's getting hot. I had to turn the fan around. So it is very hard to learn how to do that because it's how hard you press. And it took me 3 months to learn, practicing every single day. For like 15 to 20 minutes. Until I'd mastered it. So I'm going to show you the difference in the pens as I went up. This is where you start. This is what you do next. And you're going to see it's a lot thicker than that. And the good thing about hand lettering is that it's drawing. So you can always go back and fix if you mess anything up. No, I did not. I watched somebody, just like your guys watch me. Hey Dewey. I just watched someone and I just picked it up. I bought a book, but not a workbook. Not something that you worked in. I've taught this many times, and I am going to do some of it in the book class. And then I am thinking about, because I know there's a couple people on Facebook that teach it, but most of them teach it, and I'll show you in a minute the difference. And see how you can clean up your letters. So most people go like this. Um, I need like a real pen. Hold on. Oh, that's not one. Hold on. Where am I on time? Okay, I still got time. Here we go. Here's a medium. These are all Faber-Castell or Tom. No. This is a Tombow. These are Faber-Castell, and this is a Tombow, and this is just zebra. And I just stumbled across them. I wasn't told what kind of pens. When I started teaching, I bought one of those, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And it worked well. So you can also kind of just pull it in, make your lines look good. But a lot of people teach you like this. They teach you to just write it. Sorry, my pen's not very. They teach you to just write it. Okay. Like that. And then they teach you to go back and thicken your letters, which is, to me, is cheating. Only because I took the time to really learn how to do it myself. But they teach you to thicken your letters. All the downstrokes, go back and thicken them. Now, if you're going to spend the time to learn how to thicken them and how to make your handwriting look good, why not just learn the right way, right? Why not just learn the correct way? Sorry, I'm shaking. But they teach you to go like this, make it over there, and then go back and fill in those lines. My hand, I can't do it like that because that's not the way I learned. And then the big one, and then the big one, this is where you would graduate to. I'm still shaking. I got to figure that out, that medicine. It's causing me to shake something, or not shake, I should say. And then see how you can just thicken that. I mean, not thicken it, straighten it up. So that, because sometimes your pen, when you're using big pens like this, it drags. And see how it kind of makes it not straight. Right there. See, I went too hard and it made it not be straight. It made it bumpy. So there's the difference in the first pen that you learn by, the second pen that you learn to get thicker, and then the real deal. The real deal. And I like people to know that when you take the class, when I do this, when you take the class, yeah, wouldn't you rather learn the right way? Why would you want to learn the other way and then not be able to, you know what I mean? That's a lot. That's like filling in the blanks, Yeah, no, yeah, no. I just don't like it like that. I like it to be, if you're going to learn something, just learn it right. Um, But yeah, so where are we at? So still have 2 more minutes. So getting to this point, and you know, I've seen people do it like this too, right? I've seen them go like this with just a regular point and then come back down like this and fill it in. Because guess what? That was what I first used to do because I didn't know there was any other way. I honestly did not know you could learn how to actual hand letter till I'd already taught myself this way. And so then I was like, well, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that when I can just learn the correct way, right? And they were like, can you teach us how to do hand lettering? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to teach them the wrong way, right? I'm not going to do that. And it doesn't really always look the right way too. But hey, for the ones that do it that way, that's cool. I mean, I don't, like I said, hey, do whatever you want. I just don't want to do it that way. I want to be able to actually, you know, see, they would come and do this. Fill that in like that and like that. I'm going to send you a message, Sybil. I want to ask you a question. But you see the difference in this and this? Doesn't it look way better? Now, I'm not very good at this, but it looks way better to do it this way. Okay, go watch Lisa with Fergi's Crafting Connection. She is on next right now. And I'll catch you guys later, and I'll send you a message, Sybil. I'm curious your opinion about something. So here it is. Here's what I did. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.